Hello there. Hello there.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? Greatness has arrived. Leo has made it. Schlesman, thank you so much for the resub with Prime. 10 months, dude. That's crazy, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Rebel TT, 3 stream streak. Don is in here. Lou 2K, John Harrison. I'm happy to help you set up your CBT, man. No problems. Patriarchy is here. Hello. Welcome, everybody. I apologize. We've been all over it today. We got 10 people on Twitch, 11 people on YouTube. How is everyone doing tonight? Alright, that's officially it. Calling this our last run of competition. So 19, 949. We probably could have pushed 20, but probably could have Yeah, I definitely did not beat him in CB. He's at Ultra Nightmare. He 4-keyed Ultra Nightmare. I know that for a fact because we were DMing about it. This is the first one where I wasn't handicapped. Ra for 1 and Karato for 2, exactly. Yeah, this is just Don at his true full power. So congratulations, Don. I think you've pretty much locked up first, barring any late submissions. But one thing I am going to do is, if I can print this page. I want to get. See if it actually saves that PDF in a viewable format. No, it just shows it like that. That's annoying. Well, because what I want to say is, people could go in and still submit scores. I don't want that to happen. The Don, the mob boss, will make you an offer you can't refuse. So true. I do want to double check. You guys hear the music? I hate OBS, dude. I'm so done with this software. Like it sits here and glitches. Half of the screen is dead and I can't edit it or fix it. I'm trying to look at these bars, which show volume levels of different input sources, and I can't because look at what it's doing. I mean, it's going to give me a stroke just watching it. Yeah, so pending late submissions. I think you've locked up first, Don, so congratulations, man. You deserve it. A true competitor. And then currently in Team First, not in first, in first is Team Narma, followed closely by Team Wildcard. I do think, not to discount Team Narma, because I think you guys killed it and you had the winner. I think a lot of these hurt y'all. You know, like, I don't think this 0 should count against them. But, like, the low numbers absolutely do. So there are 1s in Spider for a wild card that is dragging them down. Well, granted, there's some 1s here. Lou 2K, you did make it. You have a 0 in Clan Bus for some reason. I gotta fix the music. So yeah, I did. Grant. Excuse me. Zeros, if you have a 0 for anything, it does not count as a submission. So for the teams. So the teams are averages of score submissions. So if you submit a 1, you do affect the average. So Flaming Fruit, Sean, and Fatal Strike, like these guys affect the average spider score for Team Wildcard. But these ones do not. And I don't think if you submit an actual 0, it counts. But I know if it's blank, it does not count. So like Viking 0 for Clan Boss and Zor's 0 for Clan Boss might affect the Clan Boss average. I don't want to do all the math. It was really fun. Great job. I agree. I think it was fun. I'm excited to try and set up the next one and see what improvements we can make. I like the team averages because to me this provides a lot better context of like, okay, Team Corvis averaged 39 on Clan Boss. Team Wildcard averaged 41, so similar but a little bit better. And then Team Narma clearly ahead at a 56 average on Clan Boss. Yeah, I like the averages for here. Normally just like pulling with the bumpers up. I know I'm gonna read your feedback because I want to use your feedback as first one information. We're gonna take a look at the best start and raid document and edit it tonight. But also I want to ask for feedback similar to the feedback you gave me on the normal link from everybody. So talk about some ideas for tonight. We're gonna talk about ideas for next free play competition, ideas for my documents, and we can throw stuff on the website, things like that as well. Where do I land on Team Corvis? Spathian first. Spathian, another free to play competitor winner. And Dawn, I think we can talk to Gilfred and get you a new role in Discord for winning this competition because you gave Spathy one. It was a fun couple weeks. I enjoy it. I feel like 2 weeks is a good spot. I've talked about doing one up to a month, but that's just a lot, especially if you're grinding, which I was not. I think this is probably the least locked in. So we've done 3 of these short-term challenges, right? We've done the official 2025 or 2026 free-to-play competition, and that was like 2 months. And then we did a 1 week one, a 2 week one, and this is the second 2 week one, and the third, short one. And I feel like of those 3, this is the least locked in. I've traveled a ton. I've been very, very busy with work and with family stuff, which is like mostly good stuff going on in my life, but there's just like a lot going on in my life. And I feel like I typically live in this office that we're in right now for like 14 hours a day. And I feel like recently it's been like 6 hours a day, which is probably for the best and like a good thing. But it just means that like, man, I got so much left to do on my computer and I just can't get to my computer. So yeah, this is probably one of my worst performances. But 4th on my team doesn't feel too bad. Sorry, I'm responding to some other DMs. Vulcan said he's going to log in and submit his scores, which will give him a pass for submitting his late. The good news is he's not going to be usurping anybody. He basically got his account to a 4-key Ultra Nightmare and then stopped playing it. No idea if it would be helpful for others / future players. You can look around that account and show where I spent my resources. Yes, John, I would love to. And I was thinking about potentially making a video of assuming you won, which you did, for like a YouTube video, like showing around your account and incorporating your feedback. I was going to write down some other questions after the stream tonight to send to you to incorporate for video that I would record tomorrow and would come out on Wednesday. But, this text was a little bit bigger. The Neanderthal, I was very curious. He was the one who wanted to start with no link at all. So I have him as no code, but never submitted a score. So I don't know what happened. But King Galkabar with Pelops was the most common one. And then I'm trying to see people who submitted. King Galkabar with Cupidus. Artak and Alice was Sauce Boy. Wither and Drang was Zor. I don't know how much he played. I think when you get up here, you start seeing people who played more. Staltus Pelops for Exter. I'd be curious to see how that went. King Galkabar. Tholan Pelops for Barish. I knew I'd be behind because they're focused on CB, typical for me. We did ramp up the scoring for CB this go around, but you were still in second on our team. So I was behind you. Buddha went Podrick Drain, which is a pretty interesting combination. Podrick to Hanorok for some guy. Ragash Wukong for Demigod. Came in 6th on the wildcard team. And then Padraig Razzlebarg for, yeah, there you go, for Zagray. I did Razzle and Oak, so that's pretty cool. And you won the wildcard team, so you beat out all of the King people. I would love to hear your feedback as well. Because that's the kind of information that's most important to me. It's like Team Wildcard beat Team Corvis, but in various different ways, and I want to see where your thoughts are. Like, that's a really good clan boss score. So if I go by categories, you arguably picked one of the worst clan boss starts, and you got 3rd in clan boss. That's a 4-key. almost a 4-key. Very, very close to being a 4-key, which is amazing. I was 14th in Clan Boss. I do want to go ahead and run a key in the Clan Boss key in the background. My competition is over, but I am curious. I think we can beat that. And I'm curious what we would do in Chimera as well. Raz is so good. No, I love Razavarg. Razavarg is my #1 rated damage dealer from the codes. So if we look at this document, which is been changed before the end of the night, of all the codes here, I like him more than Cheshire Cat. I like him more than Sun Wukong. I really like him more than Cupidus. I know I have Cupidus ranked higher, but Cupidus brings increased attack and he brings AoE HP burn, which provides a lot of additional value. But I like Razavarg more than any of them. Raz with double ally attack goes 300 plus speed and hits hard. Exactly. I mean, all that Terminator is A1 too. All the increased speed for everyone is amazing. I did Razavarg Wither this year and it's pretty meh. Yeah, see, I'm just not big on Wither, dude. My thought is like Wither is really just there to help you survive, and there are just so many other champions that can do that. I think Sun Wukong Razavarg is super good. I think Corvis Razavarg is super good because you get buff extension. I really, really, really highly recommend Raz with everyone else. The issue is the rectified wildcard 220 missions, 40 points smash your other missions. Rectified arbiter missions. But you did 220, is that what you're saying? Because I don't see you on here. Rectified. Oh, gotcha. Because 220 didn't finish tier 3. Yeah, so the way we did it was just gates, which we could potentially have tweaked it, but it'd be very difficult. So it's like, unless you finish 228 plus, like yours is the same as 151, which is sad. Ooh, we got a raid from Pogo Pink Tie. What is going? How are you guys doing tonight? We are just wrapping up our free-to-play competition. We just started a 14-day free-to-play competition, so we're taking a look at the leaderboards there for all the different categories and areas, talking about the different, Lego starts and link code starts and stuff like that in the game. But yeah, welcome in everybody. My name's Sam. Hope you guys are having a great night. But yeah, the Arbiter missions, it's just like, it'd be really almost silly if we broke it down. Like if 150 missions equals 40 points, we could make them, a little less than 4 points each, maybe. That's not mathematically correct. Whatever the metric would be, 1/4 of a point. I'm doing pretty well, my man. I'm doing pretty well. Just busy, and did not have enough time to play this account. But I think we still made pretty good progress in 14 days. And we had a lot of fun. We had about 90 competitors in this free play competition. We're already looking at Cupidus? I don't think so, Grant. We could take a look at Team Norma and see what their starts were. I tried to write it down everywhere. So like this is Team Norma, and you can see like Don has Pelops below his name. It's very small, but I wrote it down when I could. So Potat. Champion to end with. So I almost want to add like, here's my rating out of 10 for new accounts, like less than a year. Here's my rating out of 10 on like older accounts over a year. And Cheshire Cat would be like a 10. I would love to pull a Cheshire Cat on my main account. There's a content creator on my Discord who posts a lot of his live arena videos, and Cheshire Cat's his #1 damage dealer, and like gold, like high-end live arena. Like Cheshire Cat's damage is unbelievable, but it's just very difficult to get them there. A lot of Drangs, not a lot of Sissias. I don't know if I saw a Sissia, but I can't remember. I don't have the full. I mean, you can find the full list on my website, but everyone should have like a, under their name, should have a, not under their name, under the teams, should have like reroll waiter went Pelops, and he's on Team Narma. So Narma Pelops. If they're on Team Wildcard, it should say both. Ragash, Wukong. If it says King, that means they went King Galkapar, and I don't know who they went with. So Patriarchy went with King Galkapar and the cat, Cheshire Cat. A lot of King Pelops, and then the Corvis, most people went with Pelops. And if you don't see anything under it, like Kyrak Grind went with Corvis and did not get, let me know what legendary they're going with. So, you have to know how to build them, which I think is my issue. Yeah, for sure. I was starting getting some decent gear yesterday when I was farming Dragon 20, but I just ran out of energy and time. So true. Sissia seems like she could do good with missing a link code champ to pair with. I agree. I like Sissia a lot. I'm hopefully going to make a video soon trying to get a billion on Hydra with her and Volcanos, because I think they pair together perfectly. But she, I think, falls into a similar range of Cheshire Cat, where for her to be good, you need insane gear, because she's super squishy, and she doesn't hit that hard base multipliers. But if you can build her super fast, super high accuracy, really good damage stats, and some survivability, then she can be amazing. Am I the only king of Kemptum? You're welcome to go look, Luke 2K. I'm not sure off the top of my head. One of the only ones, for sure. New link code Cardio for Sissia. That would be amazing, dude. I love Cardio. Cupidus isn't the best damage dealer, but a decent campaign farmer. I would argue he's the second best damage dealer. TCR Artec, I feel like could be a fun start for sure. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to our categories. I kind of want to look through here. So I'd like to see like what. So Lovely Papaya won Arena with King Galkabar and Padrake, and I would love to see what their team was to get that many points. I can definitely double check their link, their submission link, and like see. I can look and see what they submitted. I'm spelling it wrong. Oh, come on, don't do that. Now it must be difficult. Why is Get Elhain 26 not on the best start list? Is that the rare Get Elhain? Because that's stupid if that is so. Yeah, that's why. I also have not added, like there are, like I was going through, is it the link finder? Yeah, raid promo link finder. I was like going through this by Legendary and I was looking at some of them. And I want to say maybe it was like Corvis. And it was like one of them gives like 1 epic or something. I don't remember which Legendary it was. Not Galapagos, because he's kind of Karato. Not Karato. I don't remember what link it was, but it gives 1 epic. And I was like, I'm not going to add the link that gives Narma and 1 epic. Because like they're just too, like that's just a bad link objectively. And then I have not been adding the ones that have like duplicates. So like 2 people might have the exact same link, they give the exact same champions. I'm not adding them multiple times. But I did go through and add more links to the list. And we're at 90 or 89. Alright, Lovely Papaya. Go to their submission sheet. So yeah, that's an error. So Lovely Papaya submitted that they have 135 tier 1 upgrades, and my guess is they probably have 135 bronze medals. I don't know. So technically with some stuff like this, the good news is Dawn is far enough ahead that I don't think anyone's surpassing him. But like this kind of stuff, this is why I have to verify. His Lovely Papaya did not win the arena. Right? Lovely Papaya looked like they did and did not. Rectified is currently our actual winner. So Rectified, if you can DM me your login information, I need to verify this kind of stuff. I feel like I did pretty good. I'm not even up there. Where am I? 15th. Jeez, I thought I did better than that. Records the whole time crushing it. Yeah, I mean, that person would submitted 135 tier 1 upgrades, which is mathematically impossible. Dragon, stage 25. That's insane. Dawn, stage 20. I do think we need to revisit for the next competition the time bonus. Because like Prevladati finished under 3 minutes for stage 17, which gave them more points for a slower run from Strahovski on stage 20. And I feel like this is just more valuable. So maybe we need to keep the time thing but reduce it. Or maybe do a time penalty if it's super long. I'm not really sure what the answer to that is. Why not up there? Stage 19 because it was slow. And then Spider, Dawn beat stage 15. Spider's so hard, dude. I think I beat 12. See you, man. Enjoy dinner with the lady. Time to run the count-up is the same stage, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it can be a tiebreaker for sure. The reason we brought it in was because someone would finish, like, I'd be farming stage 13 in 2 minutes, and if someone beat stage 13 in 17 minutes, then that counts as more points. And it's like, arguably stage 12 and, you know, or one stage lower in a sixth of the time is worth more, or more impressive. Yeah, lovely Papayas messaging back. What is your Discord channel? I can drop an invite in the YouTube chat. Alright, so I just verified Lovely Papaya has 1 tier 1 upgrade and 85 bronze medals, which is the same thing. Okay. We did that one. No, we did not. Fire Knight Dawn, you beat stage 18, dude. That's so impressive. That's so impressive. That was the one I struggled with the most. 13 was like a late push. 17, 16, 18 as well. I did pull an Apothecary that never really built out. Are you guys doing turn meter control there? Or is it just Pelops? Are you manualing that? J Miller, link codes are lagging for some people. They're not lagging for me. I just made a video about that and it worked for me completely. Pelops and Venomage is cheat code. Gakubar and Narma is kind of boring. You can't run Gakubar and Narma together. One stage lower or higher should matter. Okay. I hope we get a good non-poison / burn champ. We have Tholen. giving Cupid his viability in Chimera and Hydra and Clan Boss and bosses everywhere else, as opposed to Karata's lockouts. What are your thoughts on starting with Stultus? I love Stultus. Stultus I rate as a 9.0, I think, out of 10. We're about to tweak some of these ratings, but I rated about 9.0. But I think I could have done pretty well, so I want to try and submit 9.9 that time. Not submit, obviously I'm done with the competition, but I want to try and run a Hydra key, a Chimera key. There we go. 2.93 million from Yakapil. So he wrote 2.93 billion. And it was 2.93 million. Yeah, I don't know what the heck that is. Fix that. And that will shake it out a little bit. A little more points for Zagray. Pushing you closer. Categories. 2.93 billion. Yeah, exactly. That's why I knew that was wrong. I was like, that's wrong. There was some way, somehow. 21 million for Zagray, which is pretty cool. Saltus and Stag easily have the coolest designs. Yeah, Saltus and Stag Knight both look awesome. I want to see what I can do. So, turn one full auto in the background, see what it does. Hydra, I mean, 6 of you guys, the fact that y'all got to this level is pretty cool. Just to get some points here on the board. 2.37 million, it's funny, and it's good. And the wall I hit was Fusion Rares not dropping and being out of energy. Yeah, I didn't really hit the wall of being out of energy, I kind of just ran the rest of my energy today. To do it, not because I had to, or never ran out really. Faction Wars Patriarchy, that's so many. It's like I would love to see that. Like what teams you ran for each of those. It's a gray, that's insane. Faction Fusion Rares, the bane of your existence. Yeah, that does suck. Not getting those is painful. I got pretty lucky. Yeah, that was definitely a lot of, it was brutal, it always is. Yeah, a lot of points left on the board there. But this is not near as egregious as last time. Last time, like, the Faction Wars, like, decided the winner, basically. Okay, so we'll tweak and iron some of these things out. Some of these are definitely just wrong. Yeah. Book and gear luck on this playthrough was terrible for me. I think I got okay book luck. Like both of like I think I had to put 3 books into Pelops, but which is still pretty good. I got his Magma Shield booked. Both, 2 of those books went into his A3, which was wonderful. Venomage took all the books, which was sad. I probably should have booked Fahrakin instead. I don't know. Just the ally attack is so big. I'm curious what we can do here. So, some other things I want to talk about tonight. Does it matter more to be the highest in one section or be versatile? I would say versatile. Depends on what your goal is, right? So, you cannot get Tholen and Narma as a start now. The only champion who's on both is Padraig. Everyone else is different. So these are the link code champions. And these are the download link legendaries you can get. Yeah, there was that multi-link thing, but that was against Plarium, so I don't talk about it because I'm not willing to get in trouble for it. So a few things I want to talk about. First, we can talk about this. We can read some of Don's feedback on the Narma start. We're going to tweak our list. I want to talk about ways to improve it, and then we'll end by talking about the next free-to-play competition. So, great work to everybody. Some of this stuff will change. We're going to allow Vulcan to submit another score and see what he does. He messaged and says he's going to do it tonight. But Don is our official winner, and Team Narma is our official team winner. So, with that in mind, I want to read some of Don's feedback about starting with Narma, if that's okay, Don. Lego books were good. Epic books were very mid. I feel the same way. I was using common speed gear on Pelt. I was using common speed gear on most everybody. Cool. Didn't want to like read our DMs without, you know, running it by you. Okay. Narma, Criodan, Venomage, Fatman, and Pelops was Don's start. He said, I'm fully converted to the Narma start being the best start overall, and I'm not really sure it's close anymore. These are Don's words. What's up? Perlock, thank you for the 1 gifted sub, my man. Thank you so much. Gifting it to Less Cavalier. Perlock, we're recapping the free-to-play competition. Our boy Don won it all. So we're reading Don's feedback on the start. Criodan being added to the link over Tagoar really makes this combo shine. Podrick Salta seems very versatile and work heavily because Podrick gears towards the stats of the other champions. Yeah, no, that is true. I think Podrick is wonderful. So I think, I've talked about this multiple times. If you want to look at in-game viability, Podrick is probably champion number 1 or champion number 2 out of all of these. Pelops is great, and Pelops is good late game. I don't use Pelops on my main account. I do use Podrick. I do use Razorbark. I do use Sun Wukong. And I would use Cheshire Cat. I use Demitha. Yeah, I think that's it. And I use none of these champions. I use Podrick, like I just said. I use Stultus, and I use Stolen. I don't use Corvis because I don't have Corvis. I don't use Narma. I have Narma. I don't use King Galkapar. I have King Galkapar. I don't really use Regash anymore, even though I have him. I don't use Artak. I do use Harvest Jack. Harvest Jack is good. I don't use Bambus, Krokmar, Wither, Bacilius, Manai, Eleanor, Raffentata, Procto. I have all those champions on my main account. I do not use them. Criodan is amazing. UDK is extremely in-game viable. Nope. I hate UDK sucks. He's the worst of the worst. Clearly, that's why he's rated here below. Greenwood and Ruark. But yes, back to Don's start. The start is slow, but it's like an unstoppable force. I've been able to get further in these 2 weeks than I would have thought possible, and that was with terrible luck for my early shards, all my gear, books, and most of the soul stones. If I had some luck there, I honestly think I could have been 4 King Ultra Nightmare with a Brimstone in the mix. And so with some non-flat, still at 5 and 6 star gear, and just any of the books I use going in the right skills, this team could have been on fire. This start feels like playing the game on easy mode. At no point did I hit a wall beyond needing to farm fusion rares. There's an answer to your question from earlier. I could have kept going in the Arbiter missions, but I just didn't really care enough to, which is on me. None of the dungeons posed a significant challenge till stage 13 or 15. I flew through challenges, but I got stuck on attack percent speed boots. They seemingly just don't exist on this account. I never really felt like I was lacking for anything but a fast 12-3 farmer. With that being said, I never used overnight farming, had 5 champs at 6 stars with full masteries, and given a few more days, I didn't realize you had 5 champs with full masteries too. That's insane. Given a few more days, I could have gotten KO to 6 as well, so I don't think Pelops is that slow. That's impressive. Give this code a try next challenge, or just if you get bored and have a week to goof around. It's insane how trivial most content becomes with this combo. That is high praise. On my main on these, Regash, Farina, Stultus, Podrick, and Sissia. Yeah, I'd probably kind of do use Sissia. The tag percent missions are terrible that worked. Yeah, I mean, is that worse, or is the using Justiciar the worst? The force them to be done on normal. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Dude, that part's brutal. You farm fusion rares on brutal. That's true. I mean, you can farm. I don't know. The fusion rares, yeah, you're right. It's definitely not as bad. It just depends on luck. Recently, what I've started doing on more recent playthroughs is getting those challenges done super, super early before I even beat normal campaign. You should get 5-star boots, that's true. That's true. Yeah, like farming for Eras never feels bad because I just farm speed boots until you get her. And it's like I'm going to be farming there after I get her anyways, unless it takes you like 1,000 energy. But I'm going to be farming a lot of energy there anyway, so. So, with this in mind, I think what I want to do right now is start at the bottom, and we're going to go through and rate all these characters 1 to 10, basically, or 0 to 10. So, Karato, I really stand at a 0.8. Like, yes, he's a legendary. He is better than a 0.8. But in comparison to these other champions, he's not. He does suck. I'm leaving him there. Rathmatab, I really do like increased resistance, so I think I might move him up later. Now that I'm building specifically Wixwell teams for Hydra and Chimera, you need increased resistance, and there just aren't many champions that have it. Zordogs, thank you for the follow on Twitch, my man. I appreciate that. Big Overt and Crocmar. We'll get to them. Right now we're talking about Rathmatab. I'll admit 200 works really well with Corvis. Yeah, absolutely. If Demon Slayer was still promo code, I wouldn't have to use Pelops all the time. Yeah, so that's the downside too. Is in Vulcan, I talked about the other day. It's like it just sucks. Like I highlighted Pelops in yellow or gold. Like the answer, if someone is ever starting a new account, the answer is Pelops. There is really no other reason to not take Pelops. The only possible argument would be if someone was like, dude, my first account is cursed. I'm so sick of it. Or the opposite. I've beaten everything in the game, my first account. I'm giving it away. I want to start a brand new account. And like they know the game and they know they're going to play it over a year or two. Then maybe I'd switch them to a Sun Wukong or a Demitha or a Turvold or a Cheshire Cat, like an in-game viable champion. I'd go, or Tholan Padraig, I think is a great, like Ash started his new account. If he's gonna play it for over a year, Tholan Padraig is a great start. Because you will never phase those champions out of your account. Versus Pelops can and probably will be phased out of your account eventually. All right, Vulcan submitted. I was scared for a second. He bumped all the way up to third. So he did demote Brass. Because yeah, his arena scores were super high. He's like, are there no tier 4 upgrades? Apparently he got a tier 4 upgrade, and I just told him to convert it to gold medals. But yeah, Vulcan got third, which feels okay. Granted, he did that in 12 days. But we're not going to talk about that. The newest normal links with Cryo Fat Venomage could easily lose Veno for some Uugo or Allure, but get that in the moment. People just put the most popular epics there. Yeah, Vulcan himself is a very, very big defender of Venomage and extra poisons. Why would you need Uugo and Allure over Veno? Yeah, we talked about that. Like, a lot of people with the King Galkabar links said they wanted Venomage gone, and I have not tested the Galkabar links, but in general, I disagree. I think Venomage is unbelievable. I think Venomage is a 5-star epic in this game. Okay. So we're going to go back to my legendary rankings. I'm going to move Rathmatab up to 3. It's still not good, but increased resistance is viable in-game, and it is a viable Hydra champion.
I'm pushing her cart around upstairs with her sunglasses on.
It's so funny.
He needs some milk.
Say, hey, Dada.
Hi, baby.
Say, Dada.
You don't
You
want to?
want
You be shy now.
Do you want to sing for them? Old MacDonald had a farm. What is it?
I don't know if you guys can hear or not. Evening, Madam Raid and Baby Raid.
Old MacDonald had a farm. Okay, sunglasses on.
You need your sunglasses on.
Oh, peekaboo!
Hey.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she just learned how to sing E-I-E-I-O. That's the only part she knows. And she's really E-I a lot.
She does the O. It's
Sometimes.
just every like third time. Mainly the E-I-E-I-E-I.
You gonna come say hi?
Not really.
Okay.
Hey guys.
I'm
Yes.
surprised you guys are still up.
I know. She's protesting it. But she was real. Sissy's not gonna get your glasses, baby. She's a dog. Well, she was really liking bath, so she did bath for a long time. Do up.
All right, we're gonna pull the camera off stream real quick because the baby wants to say hey.
Go up.
Can you say hi?
Say hey.
Hey.
She's like, to who? I don't see anybody.
Thank you.
You know, Dada wear the glasses.
They'll fit on my head.
Yeah, definitely won't. Don't break them, please.
Is that funny? Relax says hello, Mrs. Raidman.
Braid man. Yeah.
Yeah, you're so cool. Don't you dare break those exactly. Her voice got real serious real quick there. But when Dad
She
said-
really wants you to wear them. This says you're still on them. Or is that different?
No, that's different.
Okay. Just making sure.
That would be if I'm streaming vertically on TikTok for YouTube Shorts.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, now you say hi. Hi. Hi.
Oh, Chrissy. Chrissy, Mama.
Ugh.
Yeah, here, sunglasses.
Want to put them on?
You want
Yeah. All right, we'll try one more time. Old MacDonald
there's the YouTube
had a
stream.
farm. Old MacDonald had a farm. Just too into the sunglasses right now. Maybe next time. All right, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay, say bye-bye. Say
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Yeah, baby. Bye.
Bye. Can you say dada?
Good job.
Good job.
Baba.
Bye-bye.
Dada.
Dada's Wawa. That's true. That's called Dr. Pepper.
True, you wouldn't like it.
You wouldn't like it. It's
Spicy.
spicy.
Well, good night.
Baba.
Wow,
Yeah, that's Dada's
right.
Wawa.
Baba.
That's Dada's Wawa.
Well, this was a fun distraction.
Sorry. Protesting bed, and
I'm glad.
then
you
when
had
I saw her in the sunglasses, like actively wearing them. The longest before tonight is like 0.2 seconds. Yeah, Dada doesn't want to wear them.
You have them. That's okay. Give me each other stream my sunglasses. Pretty cool. A little small for my big head, but perfect for your little head.
Yay!
It's so
Dada. Okay.
Baba.
I know, it's
Wawa.
Dada's Wawa. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Alright, let's go night-night. Bye.
Wait till you wake up at 1 or 2 a.m. and your kids are still awake. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, she wakes up a lot throughout the night. She's teething right now. She's growing all 4 molars at once, which is wild. And so she's up a lot at night. So like a lot of times I'll go to bed at like 1:30 or 2, and then she'll wake up for her first like so terrified of glasses. Yeah, that's my wife came down here because she was wearing it, willing to wear it, which is strange. Oh, I apologize for the Ash did his first free-to-play. Yeah, Ash has done several free-to-plays. He is not in the competition. We have a Ash competitor, but it is not to be confused with Ash, the main big YouTuber. But yes, so we back to the Tholen link. There should be a Tholen Fahrakin link somewhere. Yeah, so Tholen Stag Fahrakin. I think there might be one more Fahrakin. Yeah, Tholen Uugo Ruella Fahrakin. And you could pair that with Podrick, have double ally attack, which is super, super fun. Issue with Venomage can negates his A1, makes it HP damage. Yeah, because of activations. I mean, Narma, same thing. Great memories. My kids are 29 and 25. Yeah, she is 17 months, dude. It's a lot of good and a lot of bad. It's just kind of like a lot. We always joke that she's our roller coaster baby because she's so up and so down. But recently, feels like we've been really blessed to have a lot of ups. She's super sweet, super fun. As you guys can hear, she's starting to talk. She's got her words, and she likes animal noises. And now she likes sunglasses, apparently. At least for this hour. Watching a dad glow about his kids pretty awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, we've decided, because my wife will come on camera and she doesn't care, but we've decided to do no kids on, or no, not put the kid on camera. All 4 is wild. Now I'm confused. What is all 4? Ash the Harrier. Oh, molars. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. She went to get her first dentist appointment at 16 months, which I thought was weird. And they're like, yep, all 4 of your molars are coming in, and 2 of them you can kind of feel like the spikes are like starting to poke out of her gums, but the other ones are still coming in. I'm hoping she's through the worst of it, because teething has not been fun for her. A lot of his books too, like I had to book the disease set of Criodan and Fahrakin, but had their books landed, I could have booked Venomage too, so it would actually be more reliable for sure. Yeah, all 4 molars it is crazy. Typically it's like 1 or 2 at a time, and then 2.93 million on Chimera, first full auto key. Where would that have put me? Not very good. Tied with Yak Appeal, so 0 points. But yeah, I mean, Chimera, if you're not in top 7, it doesn't really matter. Same thing with Hydra. Yeah, back to our legendary rankings list. In terms of Corvus, so not as well-spoken as Don's feedback. I love Corvus. Everything that I've liked about Corvus, I still stand by. I think Corvus is a better in-game champion than Narma is. That being said, you don't use buff extenders a lot outside of Clan Boss. The Clan Boss is, because you can use them in Hydra. I use buff extenders in Hydra and in Chimera, and they're wonderful. But the poisons pairing alongside the buff extension really is a Clan Boss ability. I like the 2 AoEs. I thought he was very, very good for me in the arena. I feel like that's where we had a lot of our success on this account, was in the arena. And I thought he was a good clan boss or campaign farmer. Again, 2 AoEs is very, very nice, especially with Cycle of Magic. You have a decent chance of getting around to that one of those 2 abilities. Again, they're also both double hitters, which I thought brought a little bit more additional value in Fire Knight when we had to argue there. And I really like that he's defense based. That's one of those things that I don't think shows now, but really, really shows a lot later down the line. Cheating isn't fun for anyone, even dogs, for sure. Much I love King Gakbar, I agree that if you get other poisoners, you aren't as... I agree that if you other poisoners aren't fast as hell, they're wasted once he gets 3-starred. I think it's hard to argue Corvus is, yeah. Tracking in-game viability, it's a totally different destruction than the best start in Raid. That's marathon pace, not sprint speed. I use Corvus nearly every single day. For sure. But I think that you have to weigh that, or I have to weigh that into the decision, right? Because if... I'm trying to think who's a good example. really, honestly, the best example probably is Pelops. Like, if someone is only good early game and not good late game, then they're, I mean, Narma, I think, is in that conversation as well. But I'll talk to a little bit more about why I think she's different. Like, Narma will fall off so quickly in your account, but she gets you to fusions earlier and Ultramarine Clan Boss earlier. And that brings more value than the value you're losing of her falling off late game. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I want to add more context and more clarity about why these champions are rated here. And so I'm kind of thinking of a combination of what whoever this is, Old Guardian, whoever's link this is. Like, they've got these average ratings, and I like that. And I want to incorporate something like this. I want to update this sheet. I'm potentially considering building an app or something like this, or a website to build something like this. But I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that. And so I want to include like early early, mid, and late game viability of all champions. Twilight Prism, hello. Yakapil, hello, hello. I mean, I can also weigh that I'll get to a chamber faster with Narma and therefore get shards and books for sure. That's why I think Narma is a 10 out of 10 start. Hello, I'm a newbie. Today I restart with the Corvis link, but I can't how to fix it. If you're on the computer, I have made a troubleshooting video. I also made a video today testing it. If you followed all the steps that I do in those videos, you will get the champion. A lot of times they're just slow. Some people were saying that it's several hours. For me, it was instantaneous. So I think it's kind of just depending on your internet speed and as well as the server speed in your area. And in-game viability rating column to clarify, because like Sun Wukong is very in-game reliable, as is Brazzle, but I don't think either one gets you off the line faster than Pelops, 100%. So I think Pelops is the answer for every single one of these starts. But if someone is like starting their second account and they know they're going to play it seriously, well, like I have thought about doing that. I've thought about like running a second account, which I wouldn't necessarily need to start from scratch, but like running a second account that just farms Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss and Nightmare Clan Boss every single day, and gets shards, and that can Vulcan did a video about that. He did Narma in 12 days with Ezio and stuff. And he did Tholen in 17 days. So it's not like you're that far behind. With Tholen, who's not a clan boss champion. Just a demonstration of how powerful King Pelops can be. So you're on day 18. Oh, and you're almost at Arbiter. Gotcha. So this is a screenshot he sent. So you're on tier 3. You're done tier 3. You have 24 missions left for Arbiter. And this is with a King Pelops start. Yeah, he's amazing. I mean, Vulcan has convinced me as well. My only issue with Corvis code is I've done so many of them now. Other than that, he's up there in quality for start. For sure. I think Corvis is a better champion than Armor, but not a better start. I think I agree with that, Don. Like, if you have 10 Legos in your account and you're playing 3 years in the game and you can pull one of those 2 champions, I think Corvus is going to be everyone's answer, or should be everyone's answer. I try to make it public for sure, but app sheet can be an easy way to make an app. I might write that down. I use Claude to help make all these different tools and websites because I'm not technologically savvy enough. App sheet. Wish I could type. Anyways, why isn't Harvest Jack used late game? He is. He's an amazing Sand Devil champion and an amazing ring champion. But yeah, Polymorph really nerfs him pretty hard. What about Giath? Does Reflect not a thing for Demon Lord? Not really. It just doesn't work super well. I like Giath a lot. I think Giath and Corvus could be an unbelievable start. But Giath's all of her abilities is on 5-turn cooldowns. If Giath gets buffed to 4-turn cooldowns, I'm all in on that start. Because I think Giath is phenomenal. Also, all this is covered by the lenses of free-to-play goggles. If you're going to spin in the account, it changes the math entirely. I completely agree. Polymorph for sure. Although King G and Pelops running campaigns a little slow, they don't die. They work extremely well together, for sure. Money math, ew, exactly. And what counters polymorph? Wand of Submission counters polymorph. I think Vulcan also had Mary super quick. Yeah, 144 days. But he no lives again when he starts an account. Yeah, that's his MO. Not using champs against counter by polymorph counters it, kinda. That helps so much. That's funny. Tholen Padre gets best start then, I guess, for late and early balance. Yeah, so I think that's kind of what I want to build out. Is because this to me is too simple. I love this. Currently, I think this link finder is better than my sheet. I think if you're willing to parse through this, and if you understand my explanations of it, there is more context to be had here, more information to be had here, like synergy and stuff like that. But I want to build something that is a combination of these two that is even better than both. Yeah, that includes like late game balance. That I agree. Tholen Podrick, a lot of people have said that. They're like, I want to grab people that are good early game and late game. I think Tholen Podrick is that start. But I agree. If you want to, if you're no life pushing Ultra Nightmare or no life pushing Arbiter, like we just talked about, I think King Pelops is a good argument for that. However, I could argue that pushing from areas like Vulcan was to an even higher degree benefiting. Account to an Numerous carrying accounts. For sure. The sooner you get to that stuff, the better. You also do stuff that is stupid on a challenge account that you don't do on a real account, like that account for worse when I fed Valorant Wallmaster. I fed Valorant as well, but I went up in the challenge. Yeah, true. I need more accounts with Annex in them, like an all epic start. I miss seeing my boy. Yeah, he's only like one, I think. Maybe two. The question is how the ratings are decided on the website. I agree. Like, it's weird because I was like, is this? I mean, this is listed as like the best link, but is it? I guess there's a lot of them. I really don't rate Stagnite that highly. I do rate Stagnite over Uugo. Just like, I don't rate that link a 4.4. I definitely don't rate that link a 4.4. So I don't understand where these numbers are coming from. Like, Manaya and Wither are trash. Karato is a 4.3 link. Like, is Karato not in the weighting? Is that just rated off of the epics? I don't understand that. But I only focus on Clan Boss Team Lord to find epic legendary skill tomes and dungeon dragons for gear in other games. Which champion should I choose? Free to play friendly. Probably King Galkabar if you want to do Dragon and Demon Lord with Pelops. No links on that side don't take into account synergy for sure. Did some dumb stuff on this account. Yeah, I think we all did. I don't play Raid anymore. It's just starting over and over again is so boring and time consuming. Once another link that drops, I might reconsider. We also don't have to do that. I think 10% or less of the Raid player base, probably less, probably like 2 to 5%, restart over and over again. That's just a lot of the people that are in my community because like minds attract. King and Pelops are slow as hell for me. I can't stand against slowness. That's how I feel about this, but a lot of people are more focused about efficiency than they are speed. Wonder if Ramonto would be quicker or way longer due to tag arena than the 144-day Mary's record. I have no clue. I do not remember Ramonto missions. That was so long ago for me. That stolen link to start a new account. Well, I mean, you can look here because I like the way this is sorted. And you'll have the 4.4s at the start. I do like both of those. I think I like Stag and Fahrakin better than Uugo and Fahrakin. So Boilan's link is good. I also really like my link that's got 4 epics, so 5 champions. Because it comes with Venomage, Lightsworn, Uugo, and Tagoar. But I don't love Uugo. I wish I could switch Uugo out. And I think Cobb's got 1-on-1s. It's the same. Yeah. The Deacon links sadly suck because I think Deacon would pair wonderfully with. Yeah, Vulcan did hit Mary's in 144 days. Correct. Corruptor link being above a 1.0 is a criminal offense. I agree. That's why we got him. Well, where did we have him down there? Yeah, 0.8. Warboy. Warboy. Where do you see Warboy? I'm confused. Like the common champion? Just did a King Wukong count to 30. Campaign farming very easy with Wukong passive, and they're in good counter intervene to all the Pelops teams. Yeah. But I don't know if you need Wukong for that. King Galkabar is a counter to the Pelops team. I'll come back to raid at some point, though. We all do, man. The Pelops is 12-3 is not as slow as y'all make it out to be. Speed bars your early game. Just let up the guests app and walk away. True. How are these promo links made? Do you get like a batch of epic pick from a just create a package? These vids, it kind of varies creator for creator and code for code. Most of my codes were handed to me as is. With a few exceptions where I was able to I made my Saltus link and I made my Corvis link from a pool of champions. They said Deacon and Rector are gone. Of the rest of these, choose your champions. So when I chose Corvis, I chose Tagoar, Venomage, and Fahrakin. This was before Criodan was added. I would take Tagoar out, put Criodan in. But besides that, I stand by the rest of them. I think Stag or Uugo is better overall. I think Stag is better overall. Uugo is just better for Hydra in my mind. Uugo did counter me once or twice in Arena, because if she's fast enough, she would block buffs for my Demitha and Pelops. But that's niche. Don says he'd rather play Warboy than Corrupted in the last challenge. Oh, that's funny. Some of the Deacon links, you get your champs every 15 levels instead of 10. Yeah, but I think some of the Deacon links, or most of the Deacon links, don't work now. Deacon links. Would be a lot cool with Annex in them. That's funny. What is it? Epics, Odyssey, Draft, Stagnant, Fat Man, Tholen, Padre. Wow. I don't know which one you're talking about, Batus. That's become a core part of my raid canon. Warboy is better than Karato. I love that. That's so funny. Yeah, so what I'm trying to consider building is something like this, because I really like this format a lot. There you go. Looks like we've been inspiring each other. I like the copy button too. I might rip off a lot of this, honestly, when I'm updating mine. But I want to build out, like I want a combination of this and Hell Hades, right? Like when you're looking at like I want this for each of these characters. Let's see how different our lists are. So we both have Pelps as 1. He has Podrick at 2, and 200 at 3. I flipped the 2 of them. Sun Wukong at 4, I don't disagree with. Sun Wukong and Razovarg both could very much be shot up in my estimation. Cupidus. Cheshire Cat at 7. Again, I think it just depends on how much you buy it. You're looking at early versus late game. Turvold, I completely disagree with. I like Turvold. Turvold is not number 8. Folan, I completely disagree with. Sissy, I disagree with. UDK, obviously, I hate. I like Alice. So then he's way lower on like Fimo. Or he just doesn't have it, has not added Fimo, I guess. Okay. Walking Tomb Drang, he has not added. No. Wow, 16 for Walking Tomb Drang. I think it's crazy, dude. Really, really disagree with that. Put Karacho on account, I was sad, as you should be. I like the actual site because it's much easier in the eyes. I agree. I agree. I mean, a Google Sheet is an outdated way to do this. It's just very easy to update, which is nice. I think Karacho could be fine on a real account. He's criminal as a starter. He's not fine on a real account, Don. We did the test on my account, and he's just not great. Lady of Areth. Are you the big Lady of Areth fan that's always messaging me? King Pelops got Jingwan. Actually, at level 1 on my old main account. I was hoping that Fallen would be better, me too. When you choose lanes, can you choose any combination of champion from list of champions? No. Yes, I mean, yes, like hypothetically. Like, so when Stultus came out, the ePire employees, like myself, or ePire partners, said, hey, Sam, you can create a Stultus link, pick 3 epics from this pool, and you can't use Deacon or Rector. So I chose Criodan, Venomage, and we went with Mordecai to be different, but Fahrakin's better. And so Deity basically just made my link, but Fahrakin's a little bit better. Look at that UDK rating, I know. We're both down on UDK, he's just more up than... I mean, this is probably more realistic. UDK is not as bad as I say he is, I just hate UDK. 16 for Drang, I completely disagree. Like, there's a good discussion that maybe Drang is, like, here, right? Like, I'm not stuck there. We can review these as well. UDK is trash. I hate UDK. What opinion on Esme, because I feel like she brings a lot to the table. I just don't think she's good, especially early game. Like, she's just bringing so little to me. I think she needs like a revive in her kit. So speed note battles is nice. Increase attack for 1 turn, I do not care. Like, it's just a meh. unkillable team. Tholan does not fit into a Demitha unkillable team at all. Not even remotely close. Tholan takes extra turns. He cannot fit into a speed tune. The AoE freeze, yeah, that's true. Seer, Geodeacon. I don't know if I put Seer 1, but yeah. Demitha requires that 3-star Ascension to function well. That's not hard to get, though. You don't get to ignore waves. Yes, in mid to late game, absolutely. But Geo, you can almost start to ignore bosses. Long term, does Narma and Wukong make sense? Yeah, because Narma is your boss killer and Wukong is your wave killer. Sure. Narma and any damage dealer, I think, makes a lot of sense. Yeah, maybe let's take a look at these. I kind of want to start like giving them numbers too. Maybe we just do it the same way. I don't know. Definitely want to reorder them. So I think I am gonna move Padraig up to 2 because Hanorok's specialty is keeping you alive. Padraig does it almost as well, but if you want a code that's going to keep you alive, why would you just not go Pelops? So because of that, like she doesn't have as much value of a replacement. She is the number 2 at keeping you alive. I think Padraig is better because he's different and brings in different things. Cupidus, I do think I'm going to move down. I'm kind of talking myself into moving Razovarg up into 3rd. So we're going to remove these numbers for now. Think about the time to try and manual. I could have hit stage 20 in most areas. Yeah, I think I could have done the same. I was thinking about manualing like a clan boss team. I think I could have done something pretty cool with Corvis and buff extension. And Demitha with buff extension. I think I could have done something pretty special if we did like a month-long challenge. But I feel like it feels sad not taking all these better legendary codes, but taking Demitha. I agree. That's why I rated Demitha so low, because we probably will put same thing with Coldheart. Coldheart's amazing, Demitha's amazing. Like there's a very good argument that Demitha is just a better champion to have on your account than Gaius is, and will make a bigger difference on your account than Gaius will. But it's just so much easier to pull a Demitha. Cheshire is as good as Razovarg in my opinion. Again, well, first of all, I disagree with you. I don't think that that's the case. And we'll talk about it more in a minute. But Cheshire Cat is significantly worse early game. And I'll stand 10 toes down on that. I mean, there's been half those Legos, though. I mean, 5 years in, stuff not pulled with Madam or Shamail. Shamail's so good, dude. Madam's amazing as well. If you give them both the new account rating and in-game viability, I think that's fair. Is there a set time period like every month when they release a new link or promo? Nope. It is seemingly random. I think a lot of it just has to do... So, Plarium's big thing in 2026 is new players. Players who have not, technically, new players or new devices, because they can't tell the difference. But devices on which you've never had RAID installed before. That is their thing, which typically to them mentally means a new player. So these are huge, been a big push this year because new players come in. So when they see RTAC, and we can make a ton of new ads about RTAC, and people are excited about RTAC, that's new players coming in. That's what they care about. They are not doing these for us, right? Like the re-rollers are not who they're making these codes for. But yeah, so I'm curious. I would put Criodan probably as 4. I definitely take Seer, Deacon, and Geo over Criodan, but I think I would... Maybe there's an argument to be made that Criodan is better than Deacon. I think I take Deacon over it, especially early game, but I think I put them in that 4 spots. I'm curious if we look up epics, how Hades would rate them. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Cheshire Cat is amazing. I'm telling you, he's amazing. But he needs very good gear, and ideally he needs either the Perfect Veil Relic or a Perfect Veil champion to pair with him. So epics. Missing it, there we go. So these are the 4.5s. Maneater, Seer, Deacon, Whisper, Geomancer, Vogoth, Dark Kale, Demitha, and a Kemptum. He does not have Criodan up there, which I think is bonkers. Godseeker Near, I think, is probably also a 4.5 or 5. Yeah, I think I disagree with that. A 4. I mean, it's 1 rating below or half a point below the rest of them, but I disagree with that. I take Criodan over Whisper all day. I guess, again, it just maybe he's heavily weighting in-game viability. In-game is very different too. Criodan might be number 2 early game. Seer is awful early game. Yeah, Seer is not good early game. So yeah, let me get back to the Razelvarg v Cheshire Cat conversation. Razelvarg 20% speed aura in all battles. To be fair, Cheshire Cat 19% speed aura in all battles. So pretty similar. Cheshire Cat Demon Spawn. Yeah, so 19 20%, pretty similar. 1 AoE and an AoE and A1, kind of. The thing is, this does not work in campaign. You have to place a perfect veil using this, and then it becomes an AoE, or this and place it, or this and place it. Razelvarg, 2 AoEs, not on the A1 though. Triple hit on the A1, better Fire Knight, viability. The big thing to me, their damage is both amazing, and for them to do crazy damage, they both need good gear. Razelvarg, AoE increase speed on your team, AoE increase accuracy on your team. Huge buffs to have. Increase speed, well, I was gonna say especially early game, but realistically overall the game is so vital and so massive. I will absolutely argue that Tagoar's value as a increased speed champion, not as a reviver. Like, that's so much more important because that's how important increased speed is. Increased accuracy is huge. Also AoE Leech. Leech is huge for clan boss, especially, but any boss that's really nice to have. And then I think the craziest thing about Razelvarg is Razelvarg's part of their damage is based on speed. Same thing with Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat doesn't boost their own speed. Razelvarg will give himself 100 extra speed. Okay? So if you build your Razelvarg, let's say you're slow, after 14 days I could build a champion like 170 with some decent-ish damage gear, right? So my Razelvarg is now 170. Once I have placed this ability 5 times, I now have 270 speed. He gives himself 100 extra speed. His A1 hits 3 times. Each one fills his turn meter by 5%. That's 15% extra turn meter every time he uses an A1. This also counts on ally attack. Works really well when you pair him with Padre. Works really well when you pair him with a Fahrakin. Triple hit, also, like I said, amazing for Fire Knight. Razelvarg is part of 3-to-1 Ultimate Clan boss teams. There are Razelvarg speed tunes because of how busted Razelvarg is at speeding himself and the team up. Like, Razelvarg is so good. Cheshire Cat's also great, but Cheshire Cat is just a damage dealer. Razelvarg brings utility as well. Vogoth, by the way, changed my last count crazy. Vogoth is insane. Vogoth I forgot about. Godsecret is so much, I agree. Geo would be a crazy starter, 100%. Like, Doom Priest, you pour at the right time as a top 5 epic. Maybe not top 5, but Doom Priest is amazing and does slot in very well to a lot of teams. So I'll probably even climb Doom Tower, yep. And you need to sort out CB speed too much outgrower for sure. But if you paired Padre with Cheshire, he covers the increased speed and attack for longer fights. He doesn't though, right? Like, he only brings increased speed for a few turns. Razelvarg is bringing it more consistently because he is going to go faster than your Padre is. I agree, Cheshire is better with Padre. Razelvarg, hands down, how's it going? Welcome in, Caretaker. It's going well, man. How are you? Razzle Dazzle is better than Cheshire, hands down. Is this a discussion? I mean, it sounds like it's a discussion for Twilight Prism. The existence of Padre just nerfs him as a code, in my opinion. So you're saying because you have another increased speed champion, you're less likely to take Razelvarg? Because I don't take Razelvarg just for that. I take him mostly for the damage deal. Isn't book requirements less on Razelvarg? 4, 8, up to 12, but you really only need 4. What's up, Caden? How's it going, my man? I'm doing great. I'm doing pretty well. Just wrapped up our free-to-play competition, which is fun, and I really enjoy it, but I'm excited to be able to focus on some other things, some tools and apps and websites and stuff, and just raid videos. I don't know if I told you guys, I think Caden obviously knows, but I did retire, or temporarily at least retire the Star Wars accounts. I'm back to 1 YouTube account, which is very, very, very nice. 1 video a night is so much easier than 2. Razelvarg looks hella cool, very true. Speed next year for supports plus ally attacks. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think that's fair. I can start if they release new starter code with Ninja plus Seeker plus Doom Priest plus Tika. That's funny. Compared to Cat, yeah. No, I agree. Yes. Yeah, I think Cheshire Cat needs and benefits from books more than Razorwarg does. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we even need to give this account away. I didn't pull anybody. Pulled a seer. Talk about that #1 epic. I could have, fed these champions and made another 5-6 star, I think, if I'd pushed a little bit further. Kept debating Aethar, but it's like I have poisons from Fahrakin, Venomage, and Pelops, and I feel like my poison bar is pretty full. Our person has me higher than Sissy and Alice. Maybe that's just me. Alice is another champion that you can really argue should be rated higher. Because Alice is also not just a damage dealer that's in the conversation with the other champions, but also puts skills on cooldown on your enemies. Podrick and Razorvarg, a fun combo to start with. We're King Razorvarg. King Razorvarg would be a better start. Fierce. But I like Podrick Razorvarg for sure. Thank you for the follow, though. I appreciate that. Transfer the clan ownership first, for sure. Yeah, we need to make sure one person stays in all of our clans. Athorian murder equals scuffed. Yeah, that is sad, dude. Athorian's awesome. So let's move some of these other ones around. So Hunrock's value really does go down, because if we're just talking about quality of champion, I put him potentially even above Podrick, but definitely above Razorvarg. But it's like, if you're going to choose that for a start, you just choose Pelops. We're talking raid until like November, December. Can't be starting to learn a new game while college applications are still active. Gotcha. Yeah, maybe do what's best for you, man. Definitely don't be starting a new game if you got more important things in your regular life going on, 100%. I think I'm moving Fullen further down and Giath further down. And probably Guy is further down. We can move Cheshire Cat up. And I'm gonna go off my gut here for a little bit. Let me use my gut to readjust in this list, and then we can take another look. maybe one. Like, he's just an upgraded Padre, but like the skill reduction, skill cooldown is so big. And there are just so many champions you can pull that would make that him amazing. Like, think of how well he pairs with Seer, think of how well he pairs with... There is Demitha teams, there are Man-Eater teams, there are Wixwell teams, there are Brogni teams. Like, he makes those teams viable. Guess what's crazy sap I've ever seen for a game? Presets are so useful, especially. I know I need to get better at it. I don't use it to its capacity. Can we get the optimizer on mobile? I don't think so, at least not yet. I just started using Guts Optimizer, trying to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty intuitive. I don't use it to all of its, features. I like the Mercy Tracker a ton, and I've built a lot of champions on it. I've pretty much almost completely stopped building champions on Hell Hades. But the presets is one I need to mess around with more, because I haven't done enough on here. I mean, granted, it's not my optimizer though. I can't speak to what is on their roadmap. No, but he's gonna make it usable on mobile, but not for mobile. I don't care what that means. He just said it. They're working on going to mobile. It would take some time, I'm sure. Make me one with Elhain and the Corvis thing from mid-game in July. Rector Stag and Misperiod. Oh, you want him to make you a new account? Ragash. Whoever was just talking about Ragash. Ragash is a damage dealer who doesn't have a lot of boss viability. I like the AoE stun, but it's similar to Stultus. Ragash 1 AoE, Stultus 2 AoEs. Stultus turn meter decrease, Ragash self-buffing. Stultus self-buffing. Stultus better passive, Ragash better A3. I think they're almost identical. Stultus hits harder when champions are under debuffs. Yeah, I mean, I think it's two sides of the similar coin. The link is weird. It forces you to insert an emo on the raid download screen. Yeah, I've seen some of the links do that. Where did Sam the Clan by spam pace in the challenge? Not as high as 1 to 2. I think I was like 17th, probably 18th, 17th. Because Vulcan was already ahead of me, so his resubmission didn't change anything. I think 17th. You know, Sam the Raid meant you can favorite your most used gear sets. What do you mean? Like speed? Don't crash on me now. Need to make a video on this later, so we can't afford a crash. There we go. Yeah, 17th. I was telling them earlier, Zico, I did not lock you on this account. I've been traveling a lot and sick a lot. I got the stomach bug and missed a complete day. Legit at 24 hours. See, I wonder how you would do an normal account since you have a brain for CP. Yeah, I mean, maybe, but it's like... I'm doing the same stuff you are, where you're building her survival with high accuracy and high speed. The more turns she takes, the better she is. Like, you're not building Norma in like a speed tune. Like, I think the chance for me to shine would be like a 3-month challenge where I use Giath and Corvis and Demitha or something like that, you know? Is there a way on Guest Optimizer to not show gear on other champs? Yep. When you're built, like when I assume we're talking about when you're optimizing. So when I'm optimizing Tholen, I'm going to go to settings and not include equipped artifacts. Even like a Raph link hypothetical. I assume you mean Raphael, not Ralph. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen because that's part of a temporary IP that Braid partnered with that they are no longer partnered with. No, go to Gears and you can favorite Supersonic and Stone Skin, etc. So it's on the top. Interesting. Do I need to update the app? Cavalax link. I don't think Cavalax would be that good. One of 4 turtle accounts so pissed I missed out on all of them besides Mikey. Yeah, I mean, it was expensive to get, dude. One of those things where it's like typically I would tell people not to go fall for the FOMO. but that's one of the times that I did, and I'm glad I have all 4 of them. But then I also got almost all of the assassins except for the best one. So that was a FOMO / nostalgia thing that was not worth it for me. So I have at Star Wars. I was like, why is this not my second account? Second account's better than mine. So I have Basim. I have Edward, who you might also see right over here where I've been playing. Obviously we all have Ezio, and then I also have Cassandra. But no Bayek. I think I had Norman flat life stepped yesterday. Did not heed the stats that were set to 5. That's funny. Got 3 of the assassins: Bayek, Edward, Ezio. Missed the other 2. I mean, you got the best 3. I think that is the ranking. I think it is Bayek, then either Ezio or Edward, 2A, 2B, and then the other ones. I mean, I think Cassandra, and then probably Basim last. What is worst faction? I think either Orcs or Lizardmen. It depends. Plaz will be back at some point. Maybe Prologue. I would not. I know I need to build Edward. He's on my list of to be built champions, but my list of to be built champions is about 19 champions long. I mean, I can show you some of my to be built champions. A lot of the fusion champions, right? Because I want to look at the different fusion pool code champions. I like Cassandra. I love Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Curiosa is probably number 1 on my build list. She's a mythical that I've not made a spotlight on. I need to. She's probably number 1. Tholan is up there because he has a 6-star awakening on him now. I really want to build him. Do it this way. Benalicia is on my to be built list. Benalicia has not been built on my account. Edward is on my to be built list. He has not been built on my account. Balar is on my to be built list. Apparently he is amazing and people love this champion. People wail for this champion and I have no idea he is good. Don't know why. There are other legendaries that I have just pulled. This dude, Zalgaze, is on my to be built list because he's new and he's funky looking. I pulled Guylet, who I would argue is one of the worst void legendaries in the game. I want to build him and see if that is the case. I pulled him a while ago. Might be all the Legos. You play Battlefront? No. You used to play Star Wars Battlefront. That's what you're asking about. Used to, but not. Right now, I play Raid and Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. In this past week, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, which I typically do not find. Oh, and Solus is on my to be built list. I feel like there's at least one more champion. Kind of want to build Varkos. I got Varkos. Raglan? I've never built Raglan. Do I have a Raglan? I do have a Raglan. Maybe I should build Raglan. But there's so many champions on my account that I need to build. I mean, it's in my characters reserve all to clear the items and save them all into a Gusto preset. Now I can strip everyone's gear with one click. Interesting. Use Gusto Ride takes a ton, saves a ton of time and resources since you can use your best gear across different content. Yeah, that is interesting. You tell me you have all those legendaries and don't use or need them. To me, that's a fever dream. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't need any of these champions. Or half of these champions. Like, I don't need Kurosa. Kurosa is not going to change the account for me anywhere. Maybe Faction Wars. But I've also been playing this game for almost 6 years, and I've spent a ton of money. Much more money than I should have in this account. Which is why I'll never give it up. But I've still never pulled a Corvis. Trying to get this. I don't know if I'm going to have enough. 50,000 is a ton. I'm out of soul stones. I pulled all my soul stones. Which wasn't smart. But Okay, so at the very least, what I'm going to do is, for this, add a column. Yeah, probably just like in between this. Like this. Early game to late game rating, so I would put the one as like a 9.0 to 10.0, right? Something like that, versus like 10.0. Honestly, we could probably just do 9 down to 10. We don't need to have zeros there, so 10. And then like 6, right? Because she's falling off a ton. So something like this. This is the minimum. I would like to have something much more like this. My build list is Padre, Klazag, Osgrin. Klazag and Osgrin are so good, dude. It's crazy. It's kind of annoying me. It's just crazy seeing all these creators have all these legendaries. And I use half of them like that would never happen to me. Twilight Prism, it would. It's definitely like an insidious, creeping thing where it's just like, how did I get all these champions? I only have so much time in the day. I have 46 videos in my backlog that need to be recorded, and building a champion for fun falls down the priority list for me. Because yeah, I used to be the same way. I used to build champions for fun all the time. That's how I got to, well, one of the reasons I got started on YouTube was because I wanted to test this fun champion out for Clan Boss. I remember one of my first ones is I wanted to build Franox out for Clan Boss because Franox hits like a Mack truck so freaking hard. And I was like, I've never seen a content creator spot like this. So I tested Franox against the Clan Boss. Look at this ability right here. So 4.6 attack, inflicts 100% damage against targets with no buffs, a 9.2 attack. One of the highest damage multipliers in the game for an ability on a 3-turn cooldown. And I had a hit for like almost 1 million damage. I probably could get hit for 1 million now. Osgrin is so good. Top 10 for me for sure. Another champion I don't have. I have only a common champ too. What does that mean, Jay? I don't know what that means. I have those 3: Gaius, Masahiro, Teodora. Don't have a Teodora. Would like to put a Teodora. Masahiro is also on my list. I would personally go with a Tection. But also, like, a Solinar would also be in the conversation, too. Acrizia, I think, would be an unbelievable start. Cardiel, Siphi, Taras, Marichka, Newt, Marius, obviously, but Marius would probably be excluded. Fabian or Armans would be disgusting. They trivialize waves and arena. You would invoke a generation of hardcore rerolls for Wixwell if you pulled that off. The thing is, it's just like you would need to have Wixwell, but it's oh, Senna? Senna's absolutely in that discussion. Senna's a part of so many world record teams. Cecilia, Bayek, Palace, Hecaton. Oh my gosh, Hecaton, dude. Bro, please help. I have not received my reward after entering promo code. Josie, I don't know what to tell you. It is, they are working. Servers are just slow. It seems to be affecting some people more than others, but they are working. Yeah, Tection's for sure up there. I like Valkyrie a lot. I think Valkyrie would be actually like a fun competitive code that they could start. Oh, we're getting out of the fun conversation now. Harima's fun, but yeah. I hate Tecton. I never want to get some. He's disgusting. Try logging in and out. Yeah, I have a full troubleshooting video, but 90% of the time the answer is simply waiting. It's just time. I wonder how many rerolls you have to do pull with it early. It's terribly, terrible out of luck. So let's say I don't know exactly. One depending on the servers, maybe VPN will help this legendary issue. I was gonna say, I mean, there's things that we can try. I did mine via incognito, so I would like click on the link and open an incognito, and it just does it like instantly. I did it on a video this morning. If you go to my YouTube channel, and it just worked immediately. I don't know why. Prevodotti's doing the same thing with rerolling, just with Hecaton. Pulling Hecaton would never happen. Yeah, the odds of that are terribly low. So we can do that math relatively simply. If I look at filters and I want to look at void legendaries, I don't think it's going to give me a number though, and that's realistically what I want. We might just have to add it up manually. Dang it. Yeah, I was hoping it would give me more information than that, or split it out, but that's okay. Does anyone know how many void Legos are in the game? That's the information I'm trying to get to, without having to go in here and manually count them all, because it's a lot. Maybe that can do it, honestly. Crazy's a girl, but Crazy is amazing, yeah. Yeah, Crazy is a PvE, so not arena damage dealer. All enemy max HP, and it's unbelievable. I think we can do split text to column. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to filter down to any that are just filter by condition. Simple. $91 void Legos approximately. Right. 16 factions, 5-ish each, yeah. No, Crizia is not that old, and Crizia is that she is that amazing. So anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half, it just depends. Some people have said 5 hours. I don't know. For me, it was legitimately instantaneous. Okay, so let's say it's 91. That's fine. So, let's talk about per shard. If you're re-rolling with, even left says 95, 94. Okay, we'll use 95. The math won't change too much. You're going to pull 2 void shards. Let's say Prev is waiting till day 2, which he's probably not. So you have a 1% chance at a legendary, right? So of your, your void shard, you have on double chances, you have a 1% chance to hit gold. If you hit gold, you have a 1 in 95 chance of hitting that specific champion. So that is a 0.95% chance, if I did that math correctly. So 1 divided by 95. Is that right? Yeah. Times 0.01. Oh, my brain is not working. Yeah, so it's this times 0.0. So it is that number, which is not a super helpful number for us to get to. No, I'm not gonna be angry tonight. The simple math, I'm trying to think about it. 1 in 95. It's also, so it's 1 in 100 to pull a void shard, a void legendary for Prev if he's waiting till day 2, right? Yeah, it'll be 0.5. It's 1%. So on a void legendary, you have 1 in 100 of pulling a void lego. If you do, it's a 1 in 95 of pulling the void legendary you want. So that is a 1 in 9,500 odd for that void shard to hit Hecaton. You get 2 of them, so mathematically 2 in 9,500. You can get 4 clan shop and dungeon trials, maybe. That'd be very, very impressive if you can complete those dungeon trials in 2 days, but it's definitely possible. You can get 3 void taken from clan shop. Some logos you can't pull, that's true. With dungeons on one account, was able to get void, but had to pop ancients to get RNG left to get champions needed for void. So yeah, let's say it's 1 in 85. Let's say there's 10 void legos you can't pull, even though it's not that many. Because you can pull them with Ruella, I think. Actually, no, you can't. It's the... Can't pull Lydia. Can't pull Ruella. Can't pull Quintus. Can't pull Fatalis or Marius or Lamasu. That's 6. Leo is 7. Shredder is 8. Bayek is 9. So they're 9. Yeah. So roughly, not 85, 80, 86, 85. So if you could get to 3 and you're pulling on 2x only, not on 1x, you have a 3 in 8,500 chance. It's so bad. Rerolling for a void Lego is painful but doable. Rerolling for a specific void Lego is masochism. That is awful. You could not pay me to do that. If you said, Sam, reroll until you pull Hecaton, when you pull Hecaton you get $1,000, I would still say no. I would not take that deal. You're not gonna have a clan goal by the second day to buy a void shard. Yeah. Is that right? 3 elite quests, they're not 300 each. Void shards are 900. Oh, void Lego reroller. Yeah, void Lego, like I said, is one thing. It's bad. That's bad, Prologue. But void Lego, specific void Lego, that's terrible. Now, if you wanted to say, I'm gonna reroll until I get a good void Lego, I'm fine with that, right? That's tough. You're in for a long road, probably. But I don't think that's awful. So clan quest, 3 elite quests would give you 1,050, and you only need 900 to get a void shard. You need to be in a clan. But yeah, 3 doable quests. Yeah, ultimately what you need to do that is if you're going to do it once per week, you need to have your own clan that's leveled up enough to have the void shard. You need the void shard to be in there. And you have an empty clan, so you can take 3 of these quests. The easiest one is to get 3 rare shields. You can do that in normal campaign first time. But yeah. And reroll with Ancients or Sacred. Yeah, that's hard enough. So actually just wait until the servers are fixed. I mean, you can try now, but it seems like it's more frustrating now for people to try. Yo, Magical here. Just want to say thanks for doing the challenge. Sam, was a lot of fun, but I gotta hop for work now. Thank you, Magical. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for participating. Imagine a Tecton from a Boil reroll. What is a Boil reroll? Is that the Boil on link? I am not familiar with whose links are whose. I don't have so many Tholen links. You're like 1 every week? You get 1 start every week or 1 void Lego every week? That's crazy. Oh, from a void reroll, yeah, that would be insane, dude. What I'm wondering is why Issue's A2 and A3 show the decreased accuracy and increased accuracy when she doesn't place them for animation. I don't know why she would do that. I think I'll play the lottery instead, exactly. I don't know. Can't fight her again. Could throw an Istra in our team. I don't think she's fast enough, though. Give it 1 for Lego per year. Odds are just as good. Same with Salt displays decreased crit damage with the animation for debuff as a weakened debuff. to make him crazy because he has not been crazy for me so far. Yeah, it's just tough to say. I promise I'll stop one day. I mean, do whatever you're enjoying doing, dude. That's what's most important, is have fun in this game. We are going to lose to this. Volcanoes. But yeah, we're going to work on updating the best start and raid sheet, and we're going to talk about our next replay competition. Great job, Don. Great job to everybody else. Thank you guys for all hanging out tonight. Probably stream on Wednesday. I think this week is we're going to start getting a little bit more back to normal. But it's just hard to say. Life has been crazy recently. But I'll always be around on YouTube and on Twitch, or YouTube and on Discord. I mean, if you guys want to get a hold of me, Discord's the best way to do that. Thank you all for hanging out.